Remember I said that buying used books from the library would be lessening because summer was over and we were not going to be at the library as much as we were over the summer. For example, in the month of August, we went to the library 7 times for different events, whereas over the summer, we would go to the library 7 times in 1 week. And we were on our way to having a realistic amount of used books bought from the library. But then one day, the jackpot, I should have played lotto and gone to Vegas and played the slot machines because I hit it big. And that's what made the month of August so obnoxious with used books from the library. So, let's get into it. Okay, this was the top of the month, a first visit, one haul from one visit, and I think very, realistic, nothing obnoxious. We first have The Magic Treehouse number 17 tonight on the Titanic. This will be a good read aloud, or my son can read it aloud to my daughter, or he can read it to himself. We read it in conjunction to Titanic history. Good homeschool book. And we love our Mo Willems here. And I keep saying I gotta have a list on my phone of Mo Willems, Berenstain Bears, Little Critters, so that I don't, duplicate buy. Because we don't remember if we have this in our vast Mo Willems collection. And if we do, we will little library this book and pass it on. I definitely know we don't have this Little Critter, Just a Magic Trick, because it is a lift-a-flap book. My daughter loves lift-a-flaps and pop-up books, so she is quite happy with that. And lastly, another homeschool book, and this is Ellis Island. And we don't really have any books on Ellis Island, and I'm excited to add this into our history read alouds. So that was one visit. The second visit is when it got obnoxious. It took me 2 armloads to carry everything from the used book area of the library to where my family was in the children's section, two armfuls. My family was looking at me with eyes wide, and my son was like, oh my God, she's going back again. And yes, I did. Okay. I could not leave these behind. These are, no. First, Julia Child, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. This is the 50th anniversary, and I don't think it was broken open. Right, and then next to it was its sibling. We have volume 2. Again, I don't think it was broken open ever. I mean, that alone made me need to make 2 trips, carrying these. So I'm gonna blame these 2 on why I need to make 2 trips, but they're not to blame, really. All right, this is where it gets dicey. So let's just go through it. This was in the children's area of the used books. It is A Drowned Maiden's Hair, but I'm gonna read it. I mean, my kids are welcome to read it, but I got this with myself in mind. It interested me. And, age, who cares if it's written for, youth, teen? You want to read it, it interests you, you read it. And then found my daughter a Shimmer and Shine. She loves Shimmer and Shine. These are hard to find now. And this is Winter Wishes. This was for my husband, and this is Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. And then for me, The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon? Don't know anything about it. It just interested me when I read the back. And then this will go into my husband's classroom for his history students. This is Cause Reconstruction America from 1863 to 1877. So this will be a good resource in his room. Ooh, that was my daughter's little piano. Then I love finding series that have multiple available. And I found a good homeschool series. This is the Extraordinary Life of series. I genuinely don't know how many there are. This might be the full set. I don't know, because that's all that's on the back cover. But we have, oh, I'm terrible. I can't pronounce names. Malala Yousafzai. Oh, somebody correct me. I never like mispronouncing people's names. Rosa Parks, Anne Frank, Katherine Johnson. I've been finding a lot of Katherine Johnson books at the used book area. Neil Armstrong and Stephen Hawking. So these will make really good read-alouds when we are, you know, Women's History Month, you know, when we're exploring space. We can tie these into like any history month. So I couldn't pass these up. And it's still going. We have American Girl, a Samantha mystery, Clue in the Castle Tower. I like reading these American Girls in conjunction with like a history month where it ties into the time period we are learning about. And because it kind of relates to just everyday life, and it just keeps them interested and engaged. It's a good read aloud. So when I find an American Girl book, I pick it up. And yes, my son gets into these. They're good stories. And I grew up with Dear America. I have a collection. It's packed away. But I found one. This is The Girl Who Chased Away Sorrow, the diary of Sarah Nita, a Navajo girl. And so this will go into the choices for my son to read either aloud to my daughter or for himself. And I think diary books for historical fictions are a really great way for kids to get engaged in history. We have 2 Roblox books. I know this is controversial right now. My kids only play Roblox at the library when we are there watching them like a hawk. So like once a week, if that, and only certain games. But 2 Roblox books gets my son reading. So I'm not against the books. Another historical figure, the story of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I don't know if this is another book series or not, but I have a lot of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I like to have multiple books on multiple people and multiple topics so that we can revisit them every school year with a fresh perspective, a fresh writing. So I don't mind having multiple of the same person or event. A beloved golden book, which is, I think, more for me than my kids at this point. This is Richard Scarry's The Snowstorm Surprise. So this will be a fun book just to read for our daily fun reading. Again, another book I think more for me than my kids. Disney's Fool Gold, and it is the Wonderful World of Reading series. And again, good fun read aloud with my kids. And the Berenstain Bears, the Bear Detectives, and again, a good couch read with the kiddos. So all of that was just one visit. Sorry. Then on another visit, we have The House Rights by Art Caraveau. Don't have any idea what it's about other than what I read on the back. Like, I never heard of it, but it's like a short read. It's not even 200 pages, so it'll be a good, you know, breather in between some heavy books. And this is going to go into my husband's classroom for theater, a kid's guide to Hamilton the musical, and just an extra resource for his classroom. And I have one more showing. And these are for my husband, so I am not to blame. But this is Star Wars The Last Command. It is the 3rd book of the trilogy, and I don't think my husband has the first 2, but he didn't care when I told him this was there. He was like, yes, please. And then he's heard of the author for this. This is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. These books are just in amazing condition. Like, I don't understand. So let me look and figure out back what we paid for everything. Hang on. Everything came to $18.25. And you're more than welcome to donate online or in their little lockbox for money extra. So probably I'm going to go online and donate a little extra because I'm very grateful for this resource that they have there. And I want to make sure it can stay there. So yeah, if you have a public library, please inquire if they have a used book area for sale or if they do used book sales at any point during the year. We have a local city library that has a used book sale once a year, which we go to. But support your local libraries. Just go to them, go to their events, use their resources, check out books, go on the computers, attend events, and support them because we need to be supporting our libraries. I'm very grateful for having so many options of libraries near me. All right. Thanks for sticking around for this haul. I hope you had a good August, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.